All y'all bitches voted me out. I hate all y'all. I hope you all get in this house. Oh, hey! How are
Hey!
you? It's been so long since you voted me out.
I
Welcome
know.
to the house where
And now
we
look at me. Here I am with you.
mm,
I know. Well, whatever. We can just make the most of the jury house. Who do you think is coming in next?
I don't know. Everybody was so nice to me. I think it's gonna be Kirsten or Patrick.
I wouldn't mind seeing Kirsten, considering the fact that she wasted a diamond POV on a situation where she wasn't even nominated. So that would be quite hilarious to see her come in here next.
hmm
Oh my gosh.
Hello, it's me. I was wondering if after all these years you'd like to me.
Oh my goodness. What are you doing here?
Miss Katie got her revenge.
Oh my god, we're terrible. It was like just a revenge chain. It was like I got Ryan, you got me back for him, and then I actually got you. So Katie comes in here next after you. It's just we've just completed the circle.
My
We just have
real
all
final two is gonna get her out. Know that.
who is?
My real final two.
Who's your real final two?
Miss Patrick. Patrick and
Ah,
I from the very beginning, and you know.
why does that not surprise me? I knew once I told him that I was like somewhat doubting him, I was like, I feel like that just completely just like sealed my fate. That's crazy too, because Katie put so much faith in him too. And we were, and me and Sam tried to tell her, we're like, you know, Patrick might not be so. And she's like, no, I trust Patrick. I trust Patrick. I really think we can trust Patrick. And I'm just kind of like, okay, if you say so.
There's one other thing.
What?
The saboteur.
Uh-huh.
It's yours truly.
Oh!
Called it, called it so early. But
Oh my gosh. So I had a suspicion when you got to be sat out, and I was like, that seems like really overpowered for like the saboteur to have the power to sit someone out. That's just like
Yeah.
a lot.
Ryan!
Right
Hi,
there.
Ryan.
what's up?
So you think Patrick's gonna get Katie out next?
That he promised me he would try his hardest.
Hey,
So
Wow.
what was up with the Diamond Power veto? How'd that happen?
okay, so essentially on my first day in the game, like I wasn't approached before the game started. During the first day of the game, Keith messaged me and he was like, I have something to talk to you about. And I was like, oh crap. Then we go on like this hangout or whatever, and he tells me that I'm a saboteur and I have to complete one weekly task and three seasonal tasks. So essentially 6 tasks in a span of 3 weeks. And if I complete all 6 tasks, then I get a reward, but he didn't tell me what it was. So the first one was I had to get a target out, and it was randomized, and I was so lucky because randomizer chose Cameron. So that is why I fought so hard for Sam to stay the first week, because Cameron had to leave to complete my task. My second one was vote in the minority, so I was the vote for Sam to go week 2 when it was like
Wow.
yeah, I was the shady one.
The shade
Um,
vote.
my third one was to sit somebody out of the HOH competition, which I sat myself out, obviously.
Mhm.
My fourth one was expose an alliance, which y'all saw. I tried to create drama.
You didn't pick me, so that was sus.
Yeah.
My fifth one was to lock everybody but two people out of the pantry, and I really kind of regret doing you, Ryan and Jason, because I thought it would be a good thing, but
I'm just mad. Like, I would like talk to you every day about who the sab was, and then you do like probably like little sus things. I'm like, oh.
once I got the DPOV, I was, congratulations, Kirsten, you have successfully completed your 3 weekly tasks and 3 seasonal tasks as the saboteur. You'll receive your reward, which is the Diamond Power of Veto. And then it was just like telling me what the DPOV is. If I survive the week, it's mine. And I was allowed to use it through week 8, or final 8 through final 6. So had I not used it on Jermaine, to get Jermaine out, I could have used it tonight, but, you know, gotta split up the power duos.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
The only person I want to see win this is Katie.
Yeah, I mean, out of the people left, Katie is the person I most want to see win. I would actually be okay with Mike winning too, because I mean, I got to talk to him quite a bit, like before I let like the weekend before like my demise, and I actually like really got to like him. I'd be okay with Patrick winning as well. I'd have some serious questions for him because I feel like he rode the fence a lot of times during this game.
The thing about Patrick is on my instant eviction, he gave me 1 minute like before I was evicted to tell me why he's doing what he's doing and like to get my jury vote. And I was like, are you fucking telling me this 1 minute? Like before? Are you fucking kidding me? And he's like, it's kind of Kirsten's fault. I'm like, are you gonna blame this on Kirsten? Are you fucking kidding me?
Who do we think is coming in next?
Hopefully Katie.
I think Katie, she's not competing in HOH. I think they know that she has some friends on jury.
Hopefully they'll get it through their brains.
I don't know why I have this weird feeling that it might be Mike.
They're all Katie's puppets, so you just don't know.
Well, I guess we're just gonna have to wait and see.
Kirsten has gone bye-bye. Best case scenario happened, 3-0. And it's revealed that she's the sab, which, if you recall, I called since the beginning because the sab has been targeting me since the beginning, and Kirsten has been targeting me since the beginning. So let's just all take a second to remember how smart Katie is. My HOH, my noms, my pushing, my last minute checking that everyone was still on. Girl is gone, and I am happy. I'm really good with everybody, but somebody's going to go on the block, and there's only 5 people left. So let's just hope that everyone sees me as their #1 ally. Kirsten did mention in her goodbye that I've got everyone wrapped around my little finger, which is like a half-truth. Like, I am working with everyone. Patrick's my #1 for sure. But I think things are good with Willie, despite putting him on the block. And Mike seems to think he's my final 2, and Jason is kind of just there. And I feel really good about my gameplay so far. And if I do make it to the end, I hope the jury sees that and doesn't be all upset because I'm the one that got a lot of them out. Which, you know what? People be petty. I get that. That's fine. But it's a game. And if anyone's playing it, it's this girl, Kirsten, not you. Well, you know, at least not anymore.
Going into the final 5 head of household, you know, my strategy, the web that I've been weaving has put me in a pretty solid spot. Patrick and I are going against Jason and Willie in this challenge, and the nice thing about that is that I think the 2 of us solidly outmatch the other 2 and have a great chance of winning this head of household. And if we do, as long as one of us wins, and this is the plan. Okay, so as long as one of us wins, then the 3 of us, Katie, Patrick, myself, are all safe no matter what, because even if, so you put up Jason and Willie, and then even if one of them wins veto, comes off, say I win head of household, and Jason wins and takes himself off, I have to put Patrick up, or I have to put Katie up, and I think it would be a coin flip. And but you know, as long as the three of us are solid, we all survive this round no matter what. And that's pretty much the plan. So hopefully Patrick or I will win this head of household tonight.
Welcome to your 6th head of household competition. This competition is pretty straightforward. You will basically have to solve 2 different types of puzzles. The first puzzle is a cryptogram. The rules for solving the cryptogram: you are allowed to use a cryptogram solver, but to make it more challenging, I do have a proper noun in the cryptogram. So it could be difficult to find that on a cryptogram solver. But you are free to use it. Once you receive the cryptogram, you will have to solve it. Once you solve it, you will utilize the words in the cryptogram in the password-protected board, because the phrase itself, without spaces, all lowercase, is the password to the password-protected board. Once you get inside the password-protected board, you will find your second puzzle, where you will have to solve that. And the first person to finish the second puzzle will win this week's head of household. Competition will begin in 3, 2, 1.
By the way, I hate cryptograms, just to get on the message.
I've never known what one is, so this should be fun.
Keith, do I tell you when I'm in?
Yep, and then you can just follow the instructions once you get in. Looks like Patrick made it to phase 2 of this competition. It is the slider puzzle that you'll be trying to solve. It looks like Patrick completed the puzzle, which means congratulations, Patrick. You are this week's head of household. Congratulations.
Thank you. Yay.
God damn.
Congrats, Pat.
I had no shot.
Patrick won the head of household competition, which is nice. I mean, I really wanted to win it, but you know, Patrick winning is almost just as good. You know, it sucks because I crush slider puzzles. I love slider puzzles, and you know, I had the right password, but you know, anyway, it's a good thing that Patrick won. It sucks because not having HOH, I am vulnerable, and it would have been nice to win because it just makes that much stronger of a case for yourself to win if you make it to the end. So as long as Patrick, Katie, and I stick together, I'm gonna survive this round.
Final 5, HOH. It's a catch-22. You win, yeah, you're safe, but your next competition, you're essentially depending on your ability to win next week's veto, or you're likely going home. So we go into the competition, and it's a fucking... What is it? A cryptograph? What the fuck is a cryptograph? I sucked. I did not do very good. Pat wins HOH. And we're like, me and Katie, obviously, like, we're like, yeah. But Patrick does exactly what he should do. He is playing this game fucking... Like, it's not like he has much competition, I feel like. There's not been very much good gameplay. But he's playing very fucking smart.
I'm like, I haven't had like a lot of time to, I guess, like process things, but this is where, okay, so Willie's my target.
Mm-hmm.
I want Willie to get.
Sounds good.
As long as Willie is on the block, well, no matter who is on the block, we have the votes between the 3 of us. I don't know if I want to put up Mike as an initial nom. Here's why. He, up until about like 2 weeks ago, I had no idea about like Mike or where his head was at. In the last like few days, basically like mid last week through now, like he has started talking to me like crazy. My fear, I guess, is that like if I like we know what he does if he's put on the spot, and like if he feels like betrayed or something, because it happened to you, Katie, in that live night. At this point, I'm not asking for a volunteer. I'm not asking for anything for you guys, but I'm letting you know like where my head is at. But like,
So like,
Willie is my target. If Willie stays on the block, he's gone.
as long as we're solid, nothing bad can happen this week.
No.
I get that.
I don't want you guys to be shaded. This is like totally authentic. You're the first people I've talked to. If that's what I think is smartest going to the ceremony, and that's what I do, like this is legit. This is everything on the table.
He comes up to us and says, okay, Willie's my target. I have no allegiance to him, whatever. I want to beat Willie in the end. I let that slide. So he's like, all right, I don't really want to alarm Mike and nominate him because I don't want him to go hard in veto. You don't want him to go hard in veto, so you don't want to nominate him. That is such blatant bullshit. So he says, essentially, one of you two are going to have to go up. Immediately, I know that's this guy. I don't know if Katie realizes how good of a game he's playing. He has not been a target once. He has not been nominated once. His ass has been on essentially a golden path to the end.
Patrick, what HOH? Probably the best thing that could have happened for my game and the worst that could happen for his. Because I feel safe. I feel guaranteed to make Final Four. I feel there's no way Patrick will put me up, especially if I ask him not to. However, now he has to put up either Jason or Mike, which is kind of going to reveal some stuff. Now, he decided on Jason, and we talked beforehand, and then we went into a call with Jason, and I acted like he was telling me for the first time that he was going to put one of us up. It's going to be Jason, not this bitch. However, his target is Willie, which I am not happy about because Willie and I have been in a weird place. I think we're finally good. Like, he doesn't trust me because of what happened last week, and he's made that clear, so I think I would have, like, a decent reason to say I'm going to vote him out. But I still, like, genuinely feel bad about it because I really like Willie, like, as a person. They should get rid of me. Oh, my God, everyone should get rid of me because I am about to become the most cutthroat bitch you've ever met. Like, the only person I'm not going to cut through is Patrick because he was the first person I had an alliance with, and I'm going to hold true to that because you got to have one person you're loyal to. Make yourself look halfway decent in the end when you have to argue that you were loyal to someone.
Welcome to the nomination ceremony. As head of household, it is my responsibility to nominate 2 house guests for eviction. I will pull out the first key. That person is safe. They will pull out the next key, and that's all. Not so on and so forth, because there's only 2 keys. The first person safe is Mike.
Thank you, Patrick. And the last person safe is Katie.
This means that I have nominated you, Jason, and you, Willie. At this point, you know, we're down to 5 people. There's really nowhere to hide when it gets down this far. We know it comes down to comps anyways. Half the cast has to go on the block, and that's that. So, you know, kick ass and veto, play for yourselves, and we'll go from there. This nomination ceremony is adjourned.
I need to stop worrying. I need to just relax, but I can't. That's just who I am. I can't. I've always got to think.
Gonna put on a sad face, but, you know, in reality, I'm solid.